If y'all want to just hear me talk about sports, this is all I do. And it's the second round. Let's hope tonight that the Sixers beat Celtics. Wow, Knicks. When I cry, you cry, we cry together. That was for me. In general, in the draft. Hey y'all, so I know it's been a minute since I have recorded a just a sit down talking some sports. Literally, I think it's been around my birthday or after my sister's birthday. Because like I said, if you watch my other vlogs, you will know that I have went through a journey of being sick, from cold sinus to COVID. And if you hear, it's still like, this is probably the regular like allergy stuff I go through. But I'm not playing. I have sea moss to take every day. But here nor there, before I start, like I said, it's not going to be long at all. I just want to get on here and just, if y'all want to just hear me talk about sports, this is all I do. I have certain teams that I watch, of course, the Bills and Knicks and all that. But I do like to just talk about what I see. Because you look at my vlogs, I actually have been like posting some things I do throughout the week, which is watching or going to a place to watch some games, because that's just part of my daily life. But these are just going to be basically for literally sitting down, like my Let's Talk information, or like when the season starts, though, you'll be seeing more of like probably videos, like say when the Bills games start, like when I go out, I'll be probably making like actual vlogs of like my day in the life, a day in the life of a sports girly or a sport, someone that watches sports, their team, because I do a lot. I am definitely an amp person when it comes to watching my teams, Knicks and Bills specifically. But I'm gonna show y'all. It's coming soon though, and I'll probably Knicks. I'll get to that in a minute. Well, I'll say it now. We'll get to a little bit more in depth later. I'll probably be showing y'all how I might be going out to the second round of the Knicks games, one of the games, and you'll see what I mean. You're gonna see how I react to games or just during games. So, and then before we start, just going in a little bit of things, did just post, it's a busy day today. I literally just got up, slept in, got up, recorded my podcast. It's been a month and a half. Like I said, it's normally during this time of year, it's not like a lot of news going on like every day, because I'm specifically basically post on like, of course, all news, but like Bills, Knicks, stuff like that. So I wanted to wait until like it died down as far as like, all right, who made like the playoffs, like who's going on, or like draft. I didn't want to talk about too much in between. It wasn't a lot. So I recorded that. So if you have Apple Podcasts or Spotify, it's called They Think It's a Joke podcast. And yeah, so that's only like, honestly, I think 20-minute talk. Just like this is not gonna be long. So let's get into it. So like I said, y'all see on my vlogs where I make a lot of like I make little clips of what I do during the week. This is part of my life, like what I love to watch. So let's get into it. I know the last time I did Let's Talk Sports, like segment, I mentioned that, I did. I mentioned that we have 3 teams. We got 3 of my teams. Well, 3 teams that I like represent basically. So, the Bandits. So you have the Bandits, what is it? Yeah, the playoffs, as far as making the playoffs. You have the Bandits, the Knicks, and the Sabres. They all basically made the playoffs, right? So now we fast forward. Bandits didn't, unfortunately, did not make it. I found out, I didn't even know, because like you didn't hear anything about it. I didn't really scroll and see anything about it, but they didn't make it past the first round or something. Yeah, so they're out, unfortunately. But it's okay, because we've already won 3 championships in a row. So I'm good. So then now, which I'll get into that first. So there's 2 teams left that of my 3 teams that made the playoffs that I would keep an eye on. So the Sabres, as of last time I recorded this, the Sabres were in their the Bruins round, or about to go into the Bruins round, and they made it to the second round as of last night. You'll see that in my next vlog. But congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. No, I'm sorry. Congratulations to the Buffalo Sabres. I'm sorry. They're basically like linked together. So I always, but you know what? Let's put a pin in that. Not knock on some wood, but you know what? That might be a manifestation with congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. We're gonna come back to this and be like, she was right. Anyway, so yeah. So congratulations to the Sabres. They are, I don't think they found out who they're playing yet, but they are, as of last night, they are going to the next round. It has been 15 years for one that they made the playoffs. So the fact that they're going to the next round is, hey, I'm not even like a Sabres fan, a hockey fan. Well, I'm not a hockey fan, so. But now I'm starting to get a little bit more into it. So yeah, I have two pieces of apparel, and I've already worn them twice. So I'm gonna have to either figure out a way to like wear it again or go back to the thrift store and find some more Sabres gear. But yeah, congratulations to them. They didn't win. They didn't play in Buffalo, and I kind of wish like it was here that they ended the first round here. But it's okay. Go get some rest. They won in Boston. We don't like Boston anyway. So hopefully, honestly, tonight, let's hope tonight, we'll get to that. Let's hope tonight that the Sixers beat the Celtics. And segue into the NBA. So, as of last night, no, 2 nights ago, Thursday, yep, the New York Knicks, BTA, belt ass. Yeah. The Atlanta Hawks at home in Atlanta. Wow. Wow, Knicks. I think, like, I watch, of course, Knicks, that's my team. I watch all things when, especially the NBA time, like playoffs, you see a lot of like news. So watching them, I'm like, people saying, oh, well, they lost 2 games straight, 1 point, 1 point apiece, basically. And they messed that up. Yeah, they did. I was not happy, but we always saying, okay, next one or game 6. Okay. Well, it would have to be they lost 2, so it had to be game 6. So Knicks and 6. That's been the slogan. Knicks and 6. I got to do with the Bills. I don't not have faith. Like I have faith that they were making still fire. They won the series, and they did that. But when I tell you that game, because I think I was watching something else, so I was watching like my feed. First quarter, do y'all know they were leading by 61 points at one point in the first? Great. I had to call my dad. I said, have you ever seen this before? I've never. I've been watching, I'm 40 now, so I've been watching, NBA was my first love as far as sports that I watch. And I was watching it. I don't remember it. Like even in the great era of Jordan era, all those eras. No, never. When I tell you they went in there, I know they went in there and said, you know what, bet. Okay, we went at home, game 5. Let's go. Now, let's go to Atlanta and embarrass them. They embarrassed them badly. So I am so happy for them. Like, because I'm an underdog girl. I love, like, when teams try to doubt you. Because people do with the Bills. They try to doubt you. Or just in general, people, doubt you. Don't think that you can, whatever. So seeing that, I think especially with Cat, they always dog him like Shaq does too. Like, there's other people do, like, try to say, oh, Cat is like this. Like, he, whatever. Like, he just is not aggressive. Man, he said, oh, I'm not aggressive? Do you know this is his first time in his whole career that he's had a playoff games, 2 playoff, one, I know they said 1, that's the first time in his career in the playoffs of having triple-double. He had 2 in that series in 6 games. He heard the slander. Y'all. Of course, Big Body Brunson, he helped lead them way into getting, to winning game 6. Mikal, he heard the slander. He said, okay, bet. I'm going to have 20-plus points in this last game. Literally, oh my gosh. And GTA, Grand Theft Alvarado. I watched him on 7 p.m. Brooklyn, and I love that episode. He's from near Brooklyn, and he was saying, yo, all I want to do is try to help this team. Whatever minutes I play, I want to help this team get fired. And he is doing it, man. The other day, I think it's that last game or the other one, he had 12 points off the bench. I'm just happy. Like, I am happy. I am happy. So, yeah, I cannot wait. So, tonight, definitely be watching that one. Oh, no, so I forgot I'm going to Michael Jackson. But I'll have it on my phone to see what's going on. But cross fingers. I'd rather see, I know Embiid, okay, we have Mitch. We have Cat. I'm not worried. I'm just not worried. Nothing worries me. All right, so let's get on to but I will say this has been a good playoffs, man. You had 3 teams prior to that game. No, 6 teams that were 3-2 and had a chance to like move on. Tonight, so it's one more it's one team playing at the Boston. They had a game 7. So there's 2 teams that have game 7s. We didn't have to do that. We got the rest. But this has been a really good year of basketball. Like I'm happy. And then after that, you get to go to your what I'm segueing into next. We're going into the NFL draft. At first, I'm like, okay, because I was out. That's when it was the Knicks draft and Sabres playing. So I was out watching it. But it was cool. The first night, the Bills didn't pick. I wasn't really surprised. But they pushed back twice. And one of the guys, I'm like, oh, Kate McDonald. I'm like, what? They should have got him. But it's okay. He wasn't meant to come here. The next person, I believe, and I have it on a sheet of paper so I don't mess up anybody's names. I believe he was meant to come to Buffalo. I did watch all his, what do you call it, like the interviews and all that, because I'm an interview person. I love sitting down when I'm chilling and just getting into, like, who players are. So I had a chance to watch it. I'm happy. He seemed like a dog. He wears a P for the word pain. Love it. Love it. So I'm happy for that one. There's other things too. But I try to get as much like watching enough content to know what I'm talking about. That's why people are like, how do you know all that stuff? Because I like sports and I watch TV. I keep an eye out. Like that's just part of I don't just sit and watch like music. Of course I love music, but like as far as like I don't watch as many like music interviews. I do more so like I like watching interviews for sports. But as far as music, y'all know I do background, so that's part of my life. But so we're gonna get into who the Bills pick. Now I will say overall, I did like this one because we had 7 picks, I think, and we acquired 10 because they moved back 3 times. So TJ Parker, he's the basically a pass rusher and his stature does remind me of Greg Russo. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I definitely think he's gonna be in the rotation because we know we got Chubb. And then Russo on the other side. But he for sure will be in rotation. IGB. Now, this one, I didn't really know too much about him. He's a cornerback. Because of the system they're changing, I have my stuff on paper so I don't forget. Because the system they're changing, I do think he's going to have some type of role and competing with Max. Now, I love Max. Like, he was injured here and there, but he had them 2 almost back-to-back picks, basically. The one was off Mahomes, so that was great. But it's going to be interesting. He might play in different roles, but we'll see how that goes. Then you have Drew Bowery, a guard, which we lost to the Saints. Think David Edwards. I hope I got him. I keep forgetting. I think it's David. Yeah, he went to the Saints. So we got Drew Bowery. Now, I'm not saying he's going to start right away, but it'll be one of those things where he'll probably be competing. So I think IGB definitely be competing for the cornerback, this cornerback 2. And we always need depth because if you don't know, for some odd reason, the Bills have a thing where sometimes the corners miss a couple games, even in the playoffs. So this will be good to have the depth as well. Skylar Ball, he watches tape, of course, and I've been hearing a lot of good things about him. And he reminds me of Khalil Shakir. That's what everybody keeps saying. So I definitely think he's going to be part of the rotation. They've already said it. Caleb Elarms, or I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Linebacker. Watching, I saw he was one of the top guys still left once we got him. But he reminds me of a Dorian and Shaq. His stature, just everything. He's not. I'm not trying to be funny, but he's not like TB or Buffalo Joe. So that's good because we need some more. That's why I wanted to bring Shaq back. Cross fingers, we still get him back. But we'll see what he does. Now, Jalen Kilgore. Y'all heard the song. It's escaped my brain who sings it. But when I cry, you cry, we cry together. That was me. In general, in the draft, when those players got picked and their families were getting happy and they get happy and they cry. And then the Bills show the thing where I think IGB was really crying. But I said in my last vlog, I needed a bucket for all the tears I dropped. For all the tears I dropped. And one of them, guys, was one of our own, Jalen Kilgore, man, safety. I think he definitely be playing. I think it's the guy where he said that he's actually done punt returns too, like he, runs for those. So I definitely think he's gonna be in. But what happened was when he got picked, they show like what they say to him when they get picked, call him up. Then they show though like him in his house with his family. And he can't he can't hold it in. So his family, they cue that praise music. If you're a church person, church kid, whatever, you know what I mean. They cued that music. Do y'all know that man got up and started praising him? I posted on my Instagram and everything. I praised right with him. I was like, yo, yes, cry, all that. Like, I love stuff like that for one. But just to know that he has a good mind because of that, he's religious, it's Christian, whatever he is. But as far as, I'm sure he's a Christian, but he has faith. So that's a couple of them. Even IGB, a lot of these guys do too, and I love it. That should be definitely part to me. That's part of something that you should have. But that one, he seems ready. He told them, if I got it right, he told them this is gonna be the best draft pick you got, and I was sold there. I was sold. I was. So I'm happy about that one. Zane Durant, defensive tackle. We'll see. He'll probably be like a def. We'll see what he does with that. I don't think he's gonna be, starting or anything. Toriano Pride Jr., cornerback. Again, you need def. Tommy Doman Jr. I watched when they show him. He kicked a punt from one zone to the other. I said, "Oh, yep, bring him on in. Come on, we need that." Whatever we can do to get the other team to go all the way back, I'm A-okay. So, and I guess they said his dad used to play as an athlete. I was watching him on One Bills Live. I think he said his dad was, but he has a history of, he has a history of sports in his family. And then last guy, Armaj Reed Adams. Don't know too much about him. He's a guard, but again, competition. So I am ready. Man, all these guys I'm ready for, but it's a bunch of them. I'm like, yeah, let's get going. So I know their training camp mandatory. That one starts, what is it? I think beginning of June. So we got a little time left. But of course, in between, because we have playoffs, NBA stuff, I'll be coming back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like every 3, or if I want to do sooner, because we never know how things shape out or I want to talk about something. But every like 3 episodes of like the vlogs and then the sports talk one, I'm going to do that. But I had to come back on. Like, it's been so much going on. But I've been trying to save my voice. And after this, I'm not talking a lot anymore. I can't. We got to get better still, because I'm still trying to get this drainage out. And then also, forgot to tell you about my podcast thing. I have a pen that I actually made at the library. It's a pen. It's my podcast pen. So I should have put it on when in the beginning of it. But this is actually all I want to say about the sports stuff. It's so much other stuff that be going on. Like, it's been a lot of basketball fights too. I know Mitch Robinson got into one, and we're like, y'all, just chill out a little bit, so you don't get. I know you got fined, I think $50,000, but like, don't get suspended or anything. I know. The funny thing is, if the Knicks end up playing the Sixers, it's gonna remind me of, I think, last year, because I'm pretty sure the first round I think they played the Sixers. Be physical, but just don't be too, please. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. But yeah, that's it. So, like I said, I'll be on here more, but of course, please check out my podcast and check out the other vlogs. I do put, little spurts of like sports stuff in here too, or just lifestyle. Like, just see what I do. But sports is part of my life, and yeah. But just wait. I'm telling you. I know if you go to my shorts, I did post a video or like a little clip of how crazy I get during games, or a couple clips. So it's real. It is real. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about sports wise, or who's your team? Like I think I mentioned before, like I am really curious. Like I love talking with any person that has another team they like to watch. I like not battle, but like just talk sports. Like I don't care who you are. Like let me know who your team is and like which, as far as Bills fans, who did you like in the draft? And like excited to see. And then as far as New York Knicks, who what do you think the record will be? Like what do you think the round will be, the next round? Like who do you think we're gonna play? That's what I'll say if you watch that today, or if you don't watch this today, what do you think the actual series will be? Like do you think we'll sweep them out, or it will be like a game 6, 7, 5, whatever? And then Sabres fans, how about y'all? What do y'all think the series will be? So again, I will talk to y'all soon.